Well, it seems like we got the perfect example of what happens when you don't listen to your audience, when you don't make the games that your audience wants to see, when you don't want to listen to your main demographic, which is men. Because video games are made by men for men. And as soon as these companies started listening to other groups more than men and not giving men what we want, that's when these companies started to fall off a cliff. And this is happening all across the whole gaming industry. And these companies never learned. And now they will continue to lose money because you are disrespecting your main audience. And what developer am I talking about? Marvelous Games. You guys probably don't know them by name, but they make the Senran Kagura series. The game that I'm playing on screen now. And I play Senran Kagura because it's a great game. I play the game for the plot. Look at the plot right now. It's top tier, 10 out of 10 storytelling, philosophy, life-changing, heart-moving, emotional masterpiece. I play for the plot. The plot is insane. It's too damn good. I can give you 2 big reasons why the plot is good. And if you don't know, they have not made a mainline entry in this series since this game right here, the 2017 Estival versus, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. This is the latest mainline game. There have been spin-offs and a remake of one of the older games, but not a brand new game in the series. Why? Because this is the content that men love. Beautiful, good looking female characters, and we can't have that anymore. Because we got a bunch of bitches who invaded gaming and are complaining that female characters are too good looking because they hate themselves because they are 400 pounds. And because they have such little self-esteem, they get mad at pixels on a fucking screen. They get mad at pixels. Fictional anime girls look better than them. And they have convinced these stupid ass CEOs and directors to listen to them over listening to their main demographic, which pays their bills, men. And now the marvelous developer, who's known for Senran Kagura and other franchises, announces they are firing their CEOs and all the executives are going to get paid less. Your paycheck is getting cut because you don't want to make another Senran Kagura game. And we have an article to look at from Automatron Media. It says, Rune Factory developer Marvelous announces change in leadership and executive pay cuts due to the company's recent weak performance. And based on what I've heard from people on the internet, it seems like Rune Factory hasn't been that great either. People have said the recent games like 4 and 5 have been terrible and not what they loved from the previous games. So you are just destroying every franchise you were known for. And on top of that, you fucked over the director of the Senran Kagura series because a bunch of bitches got offended because all the suggestive content in Senran Kagura, and he left the company. He cannot deal with all the hate and the censorship and the restrictions. I don't know why you don't just get someone else to make the game, but like I said, in this current political climate, attractive women is apparently a bad thing, even though it's what men want. And now, because you are ignoring the franchise that prints fucking money, Senran Kagura prints money, especially with like the skins, DLCs, and DLC characters in the game itself, it prints money. And it's the type of game to print even more money today because that's what men are asking for. Because we're not getting good looking women in games. But you didn't do that and now your company's losing money. Oh well, but let's continue reading the article. Marvelous, the company behind Story of Seasons and the Rune Factory series, recently published its earnings report for the first 3 quarters of the fiscal year ending in March 2025. During this 9-month period, April to December 2024, Marvelous saw a decline in sales and revenue compared to last year, and its management has announced some measures to take responsibility for the poor performance. Citing few game releases of core IPs and sluggish sales of new titles, Marvelous reported a 4.8 decline in sales and 12.4 drop in net profit compared to the same period last year. As a result, the company has announced a downward revision of its earning forecast for the full year, expecting net profit and sales to drop significantly below previous set targets. During this fiscal term, Marvelous launched the farming RPG Farmagia and re-released the Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town remake at a reduced price, the latter which performed steadily. The company also had the release of Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma in its future lineup. But as the title is scheduled to launch on May 30th, it will not be contributing to Marvelous sales for the current fiscal year. As a result of recent weak performance, the company announced that Soto, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, its current CEO will be stepping down from his position as of May 31st to take responsibility. He will be replaced by another name that I will not even try to fucking pronounce, who is currently one of Marvelous executive directors. Management will also assume responsibility in the form of pay cuts, with 2 full-time executives of Marvelous receiving monthly salary reductions in February and March. Good. Fuck them. We haven't gotten a good second Kagura. No, not good. We haven't gotten any second Kagura game that's a new mainline series. I'm not talking about a spin-off like the beach ball, pinball game. I'm not talking about a shitty crossover either, like that Neptuna crossover game, which had lame combat. The combat was not as good as the second Kagura combat. Can't even talk. I'm talking so fucking fast because I'm annoyed because this idiot company wants to ignore its main audience, which is men. Rune Factory is not a man's game. That is a fucking woman's game. The games where you can build up your economy and get married and pet your cats and feed the crops and water your plants. That's a fucking woman game. Women love that shit. Just look at the Sims community. Whenever you look at the Sims and who's playing the Sims, women. They love those type of life sim type games. I'm not saying every game in that genre is boring, but a lot of it is just corny life sims. But when you refuse to bring back Senran Kagura, the game with the beautiful, beautiful anime women, this great combat with a lot of sexy women. I play for the plot, so you can't say nothing. I don't want to hear no zealot saying nothing. I play for the plot. My dick is not hard, I promise. But anyway, when you don't make a new game in years and you fuck over the person behind the game, the director of the game, he got pushed out of the company because he felt like he couldn't do anything. He felt like he was being held back. That was an article that came out a long time ago. And now you're losing fucking money. Now all the executives are going to get their paychecks cut. You fucking shouldn't even get paid until we get a new Senran Kagura game. You fucking idiots. I can't believe this shit. This is a golden franchise with great combat, great anime art style, great visuals, great characters, fun gameplay. And we can't get it because everybody in this industry is fucking gay. And the Japanese are becoming more westernized and globalized. Globalized, not a word, I don't fucking care. And that's why we're not getting as much sexy women in gaming anymore. Because we got a bunch of bitches invaded the company. All these different companies invaded the whole industry and made it a bad thing to want beautiful women in gaming. When sex sells, you're never gonna change that. Men see beautiful women, then men want to support beautiful women. Good marketing includes sexy women. Sexy women makes money. You're never gonna change that. You're not gonna change how a man's brain works. We are simple. We see a sexy woman, we want to go get that woman. But this industry don't listen to its audience. And that's why Marvelous, the developer of Senran Kagura, is losing money because you have not made a new game and the director of the game left the company. If you had any fucking common sense, you would call him up right now. Call him. Get on your phone, call him and say, hey, we're sorry about what happened. We didn't mean to make you feel like you had to leave and you couldn't do anything. We really want you to come back, make a new game, make us money. If you had any fucking common sense, you would have done that shit already. We would be playing a new game by now. But instead, your earnings forecast is a fucking joke and now you have to get a new CEO. And all the executives are going to get paid less money because you're ignoring your best franchise. Fuck you. I don't give a damn about your company. In fact, I'm hoping for your bankruptcy. I'm hoping this whole company goes under. Because we're not getting a new game in a great series that we should have got already. We should have got like 2 new games already. So, oh well, I guess we just have to wait and see how low Marvelous will go. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Marvelous, go fuck yourself.